ready to go live with me today. And first of all, what's up to everybody who's tuning in for the first time? Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. If you have a question or comment, go ahead and drop it. For everybody who's back, I appreciate you. Listen, I just want to let y'all in on some great news. Last night, if you missed it, we had a great time in a live training. I was able to be very thorough, walk everyone through the process of how it's done, how you go about setting up your middleman company. All you need is a phone, all you need is an internet connection. You can even do it from your laptop, it doesn't matter. And so I was able to guide everyone through the process of setting up their own business. And for everyone who's enrolled in the masterclass, I appreciate you, and I cannot wait to talk to you because I try to give you at least probably about a week, and then I get in touch with you as we start doing some one-on-one training. So I'll also say this, that I know I won't always be able to do one-on-one training because one day we're going to have too many students, and I just won't be able to do it. And so, but right now I'm able to do it. We got a bunch of students, but I do try to set aside time. And I'm Shon-Jhon, aka your middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. And hopefully something I can say today will bless you. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Let's dive into it. So a lot of people, right? So there's when you're young, you're trained that a job's a good thing, get a paycheck. And I'm not against those things. If you watch my video, you know. But the problem is you build your entire life is tied to your paycheck, right? And your paycheck is tied to this thing called a job, or just over broke, right? And so for most people, this is your financial statement. And I'm going to show you real quick. So for most people, your financial statement looks like this. Your financial statement looks like this. Income, expenses. This is your bills and things like that, right? So your income comes from a job. A job is where you get your income, flows in. Use a different color so it can stand out. But you get your income from a job. Your income flows into your income column right here, and then it flows right out of your income column, flows in, so your job, your paycheck flows into your income, and then your income flows right out in the form of expenses, which leaves you in financial stress because what you notice is money is only going what direction? It's only going out. So we know we got a problem because every time we get paid, money goes out. The problem is we need money to come in. So now the question is, how do you go from all of your money going out to getting money to start coming in? Hope you guys can see that. So you need money to start coming in, right? And so that's where I come in. I say, hey, if you continue to rely on your job as your only source of income, all that's going to do is create earned income, which is taxed up front, and then you pay your bills on whatever's left, right? So imagine you get paid, it's taxed. So the government's been paid, then the bills get paid, you still haven't gotten paid, you get whatever's left. And so that creates financial stress, financial struggle life. And so what I teach you is how to get away from this model, because this is the model of a poor person. And I was in this position where my finances were jacked. And so every time I got paid, the money went out in the form of bills and expenses. And so that's not a good way to live. So what I want to teach you is not to be like a poor person, but to be financially equipped, to be financially sound, right? Secure your own finances. And so what I teach you is how to use a business, the middleman business, to create not income, but cash flow. So I teach you, opposite of what everybody else is going to teach you, I teach you how to use a business to create cash flow, and then let the cash flow cover your expenses. Right? So I teach you how to create a business, And then the business is going to produce something called cash flow. Then the cash flow is going to cover your expenses. So up here, you have to work to make a paycheck to cover your expenses. And down here, you simply use cash flow from a business to cover your expenses. This is voluntary prison, and this is freedom, right? So in order to get the money, right? So let's say in order to get the money from your paycheck, and I hope this is blessing you, and if it is, just let me know by hitting that thumbs up. So in order to get the money from your paycheck, you have to sell time to get money. Time equals money. That's a poor concept. I'm not telling you to quit your job or anything like that. I'm just telling you the idea of time equals money starts here, and it's a poor concept, because every time you think about needing money, you're going to think about selling time. So when I wasn't making a lot of money and I had a poor money mindset, whenever I had to make extra money, so say for instance, like, all right, my daughter needs some new shoes. And then I'd be like, all right, I'm strapped. I don't have any extra cash. What can I do to make extra money? And then I would think of, all right, I have to pick up more hours. I have to get a second job. I have to, pick up somebody's shift. I have to do something in order to sell that time. So I would look up and go, all right, I work Monday through Friday, and that gives me this paycheck, but I need extra money. So I'm willing to sell you my Saturday and my Sunday so I can make extra money to buy my daughter shoes. And so this is a poor money mindset. And I'm not on here to beat you up. God knows I'm not. I used to do this myself. I'm on here to give you a different perspective and say, hey, I want to challenge you. This is probably how you're thinking when it comes to money. There's that I'm not beating you up. Do what you have to do, but I want you to think about another way to make money so eventually you can stop doing this one and then get some freedom back, get your life back, right? Because life's all about time and experiences, and I just want to share that with you. So if this is making sense to you, hit the thumbs up. So the poor person is going to think, hey, how much time can I trade to get money? That money comes in the form of a paycheck. That paycheck is earned income, taxed first, then it goes out through your bills and expense column, leaves you helpless with zero. That's how most people in America, probably the world, operate. That's why most people are in bad categories, right? Low income. Most people are low income. Most people don't have much in the savings. Most people are bad off financially. Reason being is because most people follow this, trading time for money. I've done it too, right? So I'm not being a hypocrite, and I'm not fussing at you. I've traded time for money. It's a very hard way to live, but do it. Just want to be clear. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you to go tell your boss he sucks or she sucks. I know you want to, but don't do it yet. And plus, we're professional. We got integrity. We're not going to go that low. But what I'm trying to show you is your job cannot be the only way you make money. If you're paycheck dependent, then that's going to leave you financially handcuffed. You're not going to see the handcuffs, but you can feel it. So when I was financially struggling, you didn't have to tell me I was financially struggling. I knew it. When I went to sleep at night, stressed out. Wake up in the morning, stressed out. Because I don't have enough money to cover my life, right? So my idea was, all right, I need more money. And I used the example just now. By the way, if this is helping you, hit the thumbs up. If you want to hear more, hit the thumbs up. That's the only way I know it's helping you. So what I would do is I'd be like, all right, I need extra money for my daughter. So what can I do? And then I'd be like, all right, I got Saturday and Sunday. I don't work. I can sell that time for money. And so I go pick up another job and be like, hey, I'll work here on Saturdays for a certain amount of money, and I'll sell you my Sunday too. And now I have no control of my life, no control of my time. All I can do is sell it. And I'm selling. That's why I always tell you, don't go buy a new car. Don't go buy a new house. Don't go buy any of that, because that stuff's going to cost you your future. You're going to have to go to work to pay for that. Now, if you buy with a paycheck, you buy your house with a paycheck, 30 years of a debt obligation, you got to go to work to get a paycheck for 30 years. You're already 30. You got to work till you're 60 just to try to pay off a house. To me, that makes no sense, right? So I'm not telling you don't buy a house. I'm telling you don't buy with a paycheck. I'm not telling you don't buy a new car. I'm just telling you don't buy with a paycheck. Because if you do, it's going to take your time. I'll show you. All right, so you go buy a car. Let's use this example. So you go buy a car, you got a nice car, blah, blah, blah. The average new car payment right now is a ridiculous $750. Just dumb, right? So you go buy, I'm not saying you're dumb, I'm saying that's ridiculous. So you go buy a $750 car, and that car, you got to pay on that car for 5 years, right? $750 a month for 5 years. That's 60 payments, right? 60 payments of $750. Well, I'm gonna go back to the other question. I'm gonna say, all right, sure, okay, you got your car, look good. Oh man, it's a sweet car. Smells good, look good, you look good in it. I ain't mad at you. But then I'm gonna ask you, how you gonna pay for that? Oh, I'm pay for, I got a job, I can afford that. Oh my gosh. So what you're telling me is you just sold 5 years of your future to pay that car off. See where I'm going? Because the only way you know how to make money is to trade time for money on a job to get a paycheck. Money comes in, money goes out, poor person financial. Right? So this is the financial pattern of a poor person. How do I know this? I've been there, done that too long. So now I'm giving you game so you don't have to do the same thing I did. And so now you're in the financial pattern of a poor person, which is struggle life. Right? Y'all tracking? I hope you are. If you ain't tracking, you're lacking. So hang with me, right? So you do the same thing. You use a job with a paycheck, and now you're in struggle life, because I know where you're going to be for the next 5 years. Because if you don't pay that note, they're coming to get that car. You don't want to give that car up. So you're going to be at work for the next 5 years. I'm not inviting you anywhere during the week because you can't go. You got to be at work. Now, if it was a house, it'd be 30 years. That's why I say, you buy these things, these are depreciating liabilities, right? And well, a house appreciates. Not always, not in this market. Look at the prices, they're going down because they were overvalued to begin with, but I'm not going to talk about that. So if it was a house, it'd be a 30-year mortgage, and then you'd need, I don't know, 360, something like that, 360 months that you'll be paying the house mortgage note. 360 months of your life, of your future, you got to pay this back. You want to see people stressed out? Find people who have a mortgage and use a job to pay for the house. Hit thumbs up. I know this is blessing you. Let me know if it's helping you. Just hit the thumbs up. If this is making sense to you and you're like, Shon, I'm following you, you're right on with this, hit the thumbs up. If you're somebody on there going, hey, I've been trying to tell people this, they don't listen to me. Well, they don't listen to me either. Hit the thumbs up and let me know that's you. Or if you just blessed, you woke up this morning and you're just happy to be here another day like I am, and you thank God for another day, hit the thumbs up. That way YouTube can share this channel with more people, right? So here we go. So you're going to use your paycheck. That's why I always tell you this is prison. This person just sentenced themselves to 5-year prison. You go out and get a mortgage, 30 years prison. You want to know the worst part? It's voluntary prison. You didn't have to go to jail for 5 years. You put yourself in jail for 5. Listen, I want to ask you a question. Don't you know that the police can't just pick you up and put you in prison? Don't you know prison is voluntary? That you actually have to commit a crime for them to take you to jail? Same thing financially. In order for you to be put into financial prison, you actually have to commit a financial crime. What's your crime? Using your using your time to make money, and then using that paycheck to pay for your lifestyle. That's how you stay broke and poor for a long, long time. I'm telling you, I know this. You guys might think I'm playing. I'm telling you, I know this because I've done this. It ain't fun. It ain't pretty, and it don't feel good. So I'm just trying to keep you out of the flood waters, all right? You tracking? Hope you're tracking, right? Don't be lacking. Stay tracking. So if you get that house note, and some of y'all are going to walk away going, you know what? That dude was right. I've never thought about it like this. I'm putting all of this pressure on me to be a homeowner, and the only way I know how to make money is by going to work. I'm about to sentence myself to 30 years prison voluntarily just to own a home. Because somebody said that validates me as an adult. Not true. That's not what validates you as the person you are. Right? What validates you as an adult is the way you treat other people, your integrity, right? The way you treat other people, your integrity, right? And the love you have for your family. That's it. There ain't no amount of money that can fix those things. No amount of money can fix the way you treat people. No amount of money can fix your integrity, right? No amount of money can fix the love you have for your family and those around you. No amount of money can fix that. Those things don't have a price tag. So no matter how rich you get, no matter how wealthy you get, money ain't gonna change that. And that's why I say, hey, if you gotta have money to be a good person, then something's wrong. We don't need money to be good people, right? So again, I just want to bless you. I hope. Come on, hit that thumbs up. Let me know. Smash that thumbs up and say, man, this is some good preaching. This is some good preaching, right? Good preaching and teaching, right? Right? Because if you ain't preaching or teaching, you're reaching, right? So here we go. Most people, probably 80% of America or more, are under this guidance, right? This is the financial statement of a poor person. Trade time for money. Now I got a car, 5 years of prison. I volunteered for it. Now I got a house, looks good. I like your house, smells good. Hey, invite me over. But 30 years of prison. I don't like jail. I damn sure don't like volunteering for it. So that's how most people end up financially broke and struggling. Stress life, right? And so I don't want you to be in that situation. So I'm gonna change the color so you can see the difference. But I don't want you to be in that financial situation because that is prison, right? So I don't want to be in prison. What about you guys? You want to be in prison? By the way, drop a question or comment if you have it. And if I see it, I'll pick it up and try to respond to it. But if I don't, we'll just keep going. So this is where you are. So trading time for money, that puts you in a bad spot, leaves you very, very vulnerable. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to be smart about it, do what I do, so that you can change your life and still get these things, but it does not cost you all your time and it does not put you in prison. How do you do that? All right, glad you asked. I'm about to show you. So I told you, poor people are in the business. All they think about is when I need to make more money, I'm going to trade time for money. And I don't want you to think that way. No longer think like the poor trading time for money. I want you to think like the rich and wealthy. And from now on, I want you to say that I will not be trading time for money. I'll just put the rich. And I'm not talking about amounts of money. I'm talking about mindset. That's a poor mindset. This is a rich mindset. And the rich is going to say, I want to trade money. I'm going to do the opposite of what you do. I'm going to trade money for time. You like to sell your time to get money. I'm going to use money to buy back my time. So I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to hang out with my family. We're going to see the Eiffel Tower. We're going to New York. We're going to visit the world. And I'm going to think differently than you. Now, I'm no different than you, except I think differently than you. Therefore, I make different moves, right? And so the cash flow pattern of a poor person, money comes in, money goes out in the form of expenses. That's it. Cash flow pattern of a wealthy person, rich person, money comes in through a business in the form of cash flow, not income. Income is taxed, cash flow is not taxed, right? Comes in, goes through your expense column, right? Covers all your bills, and then guess what it does? It's my favorite part. My favorite part. See that? It starts over again. Money goes out after your expenses, dead end. If you don't go back to work next week, there will be no income, no check. But whether or not I go back to my business next week doesn't matter. My middleman business is going to keep rolling. It's going to still generate income. So I was talking to somebody the other day, commented on one of my videos, and he was like, I'd rather have 15,000. That's what he told me. He said, I'd rather have 15K in the bank over 5K passive income, right? And he said, hey, I'd rather have the 15K in the bank over the 5K passive income. And I said, well, think about it this way. What happens when you spend the 15K? It's gone. What happens when I spend the 5K passive? it comes right back because it's passive income. So passive income is flowing to me on a cycle. It's money printing. So every time my business makes money, new money comes back in. I spend passive income, is right back in there next month. You spend your 15K in savings, that's it. It's gone. My money replenishes. My money multiplies. My money cycles back around. Let me ask you this in the comments. Would you rather have 15K in savings, or would you rather have 5,000 a month in passive income? You tell me, because you might think differently than me. You might have a better idea of how that could work. I don't know. But you guys let me know in the comments if you agree with me. If you agree with me and you think 5K is better than 15K, smash the thumbs up and let me know. Somebody hit the thumbs up. I got at least 3 people that agree with me. Somebody hit the thumbs up if you agree with Shon-Jhon and you agree with me, with the Middleman CEO. So there's another thumbs up. So I know you guys are agreeing. If you don't agree, then put it in the comments. Tell me why. Tell me why. If you don't agree that 5K passive income is better than 15,000 in the bank, put it in the comments. Tell me why. We're not here to beat you up or fuss at you. I keep telling y'all. Not long ago, I didn't know any of this. In 2017, I was homeless. Homeless. I had no idea about any of this. And now I'm privileged to be able to have a YouTube channel, come on here and say, hey, I bet most of you don't know this. Don't worry, don't trip. I'm going to teach you. And I promise it's going to change your life. Might lose you some friends because everybody want to own homes. And I'm saying, hey, you got cash flow from a business? No, don't buy the house. But everybody's buying a house. I know, they're buying it with their paychecks. Don't worry about that. You don't get in a hurry. You be patient. You build a business. Let that business grow. You might come back in 2 to 3 years, buy your dream home. But they already got their house. They've had it 3 years before me. That's fine. You be patient. They're in prison. You don't know it. I know it because I talk to people around the neighborhood. And I'm like, hey, how's everything going? Man, dude, I'm check to check. What? You got that big, beautiful $750,000 house back there? And you're paycheck to paycheck? Your house broke, huh? I'm not that mean, but I'll be like, well, what's your plan? Well, we just got to figure something out. You don't want to sell the house? No. Stay in prison because you got to have a house. It means that much. It solidifies you. Does not. Make money. Let the money buy the liability. House that you live in, pay a mortgage on, that's a liability to you. Don't think it's an asset. The bank's are lying. It's the bank's asset is your liability. How do I know? Cash flow. Follow the cash flow. Money flows to you from the thing, it's an asset. Money flows away from you for the thing, that's a liability. When your mortgage is due, who gets paid? The bank. Who's doing the paying? You. That means money flowing out of your pocket, huh? Yeah. Liability. Oh, you got a tenant? The tenant lives in it? Okay. So when your mortgage is due, who pays the mortgage? The tenant? Okay, they pay the bank and then they put money in your pocket, what's left over? Yeah. Okay, now you have an asset. See how easy that was? If they just teach this in college, it'll change people's lives. Teach it in high school. Don't even let our kids go through that struggle. All right, so real quick, Rich. By the way, guys, if you missed the live Zoom training last night, it was on fire, it was off the hook. I walked them through how to build their middleman business. People jumped in the course. I usually give them about a week to finish the course, and then I'll jump on a one-on-one. I always say this, and I mean this right now, I'm able to get on one-on-one calls with you and help you with your business. I don't just leave you after you complete the 6-hour course. I'm with you all the way. But the more and more students I get, I'm not going to be able to do that all the time. So if you want to learn how to start your own middleman business, then click the link that's going to be in the first comment, or simply just go to Middleman CEO. I'll put it up here because I know some of y'all like, man, you can stop talking. Just tell me how to change my life. Tell me how to change my wallet. MiddlemanCEO.com. Just go over there right now. Click join. I got a special right now, and the course is listed on the site for $497. But if you use the link from one of my YouTube videos, or if you go to the site right now and click join, It's only going to be, the course is on sale. It's not $497. You're going to save a lot of money and get the course. It is 6 hours, but it's worth it. You think I'm breaking it down here? You ain't seen nothing yet. When you finish that course, in fact, I had a guy on there last night from Atlanta. He does pressure washing. Well, he doesn't do it. He has contractors who do pressure washing. He just books the job. And he's only been doing it for a week. He's on pace to do $3,000 this month. Not bad for somebody who just started a business from their phone. $3,000 a month. Hey, that can do some things. Put you in a car, put you in a neighborhood. Look, that can buy you a car, your brand new car right there. So let's talk about it real quick. So the rich, the financial pattern of a poor person is trade time for money. That's the mindset. They trade time for money at a job to get a paycheck. Money comes in through the form of income, goes out through expenses, never to be seen from again. That's it. Whereas if you start a business, whether it's a middleman business or any, but I just use a middleman business because that's what I know. You start a middleman business from your phone, cash flow comes in, takes care of your expenses, repeats the process. It stops here and it's gone, repeats the process, cash flow continue to come in, continue to cover expenses, continue to go into your bank account, right? Cash flow comes in, it covers your expenses, it repeats itself, go right back into cash flow again. It never ends. That's why I love this, because it's like printing money legally. So, all right, so the rich says, I won't trade time for money. I want to trade my money for time because I want to enjoy my life. I want to be with my kids. I want to be with my family. I don't want to miss my kids growing up because I got to be at work every day. I want to live the life I want to live, not the life I have to live, right? And which I recommend, by the way. So what this person's going to do, they're going to come and say, hey, I need to create a business that makes money so that it can create cash flow, take care of my lifestyle, and continue to do it over and over on a monthly basis, right? So this person's going to say, hey, I like cars too. And I know the average car is $750, but I don't want to trade my time for money because that's going to put me in the poor category when I'm working all the time. I want to enjoy life. That's what's important to me. So that person's going to say, or I'm going to say, because I know now, I didn't know at first, that person's going to say, hey, I'll take the car, but I'm not going to take it like poor Paul. I'm going to take it like rich Randy. And then I'm going to buy the car, but not yet. And I want to buy that house too, but not yet. So I'm going to take that car. I'm going to take those 5 years that you're going to charge me for those 60 months. And I'm going to get that car too. Now, poor Paul's got the car and rich Randy's got the car. Only difference is how they make money. Are y'all tracking? Come on, man. Somebody put tracking in the comments. Let me know you guys are tracking. The only difference is how they think about money. That's it. That separates the poor from the rich. That's it. How they think about money, right? That's the only separator, right? And so Rich Randy's going to say, man, I'll take that car. How are you going to pay for it, Rich Randy? Look, not a job. I don't have a job. I created a business. That business is going to create cash flow, cover that expense. That car is an expense. But Rich Randy, that means you got 5 years of paying for this car. I know. But remember, my business makes money for me, not my job. If I had a job, I'd have to be at work. But since I have a business, I'm on my way to the beach. Well, what about your car? Aren't you worried about them coming and repossess your car? No. The business still flows. What? Yeah, I can do what I want. Business still takes care of itself. But what about, next month's payment and 60 months from now? Doesn't matter. As long as the business is open, the car's paid for. What about a house? Same principle. I'll take the house for 30 years. What's my mortgage? $3,000 a month? Okay, gotcha. How are you going to pay for it? With a job? No, hell no. I'm not giving you 30 years of my future. Not living like that. I'm going to take this business, let it grow up enough to pay my mortgage, for instance, $3,000 a month. When it makes that, I'm going to come and buy my house from you. And then the business is going to pay my house note in the expense column every time. And then the money's going to come back around each month. That's why it's called cash flow. And it's going to keep paying my bills. And I'm going to keep hanging out at the beach and hanging out with my family. Does this make sense? I hope this is blessing somebody, because I know you probably never heard of this, but I'm telling you it's that good. Right? And so I'm giving you all the information that could change your life. Listen, how do you do this? How do you get away from this and become this? You have got to get away from the mindset of selling time for money. You've got to get into the mindset of creating a business letting the business grow, create cash flow. You go do whatever you want to do with your life. You don't have to be at nobody's job. Your business is going to grow, make money, and pay your bills and take care of you. Do whatever you want to do. I like doing whatever I want to do. I want to learn golf. I play basketball. I get out and fish. Do whatever I want to do. Why? Because I don't have to be at a job. Right? And so I'm just telling you, you don't have to always be at work. Work your way out of working so that you can create a business. How easy is it to create a middleman business? Super easy. I'll do it. I'm nobody special. Do you have a phone? Yeah. Internet connection? Yeah. What are we talking about? You can create your own middleman business. Right? Get into class, the master class. Go right there, middlemanceo.com. Click join while it's on sale. Grab the course. 6 hours, get to it. By the time you finish the course, you're going to know everything you need to know about starting your own middleman business. I want you to take a minimum or an average of $150 per booking. What does that mean? That means if you only book one person a day, you made $150 in 5 minutes, you never left your house, or you're doing whatever you want to do. All you need is your phone. You can be anywhere. You made $150 a day. If you do that 30 days a week, just one booking, 30 days a week, $150 a day. You're at $4,500 for the month. Just one customer a day. $4,500 for the month. Right? Puts you at what? 50 grand for the year? Just one person a day. You might say, hey, look, I'll take 25 grand a month. Okay, half of a person a day. I don't know how you do that. But book one person every other day. And still. Now, some when you go through the course, you're going to see some, because I tell you to pick the industry. If you want to get a copy of my list, just write list in the comments, and I'll get you my top 10 favorite middleman industries. So I'm in the moving. I do moving middleman. I also do home cleaning middleman. And now I'm going into website design middleman. Now, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't want to do any of that stuff. There are companies that already do it. All I do is the same thing Uber does. I find a rider who needs a driver, connect them, and I get paid. Uber doesn't own the car. They don't own the driver. Airbnb doesn't own the house. They don't own the furniture. They don't own anything. All they do is connect someone who wants to rent their home to someone who needs a place to sleep, and Uber gets paid. All you're going to do, and I'm going to teach you this in the masterclass. I'm going to teach you 3 things. I'm going to teach you how to book a job, take a deposit, that's where you get paid, and then dispatch it, that's where somebody else does the work. Book, deposit, dispatch. Find a customer and schedule them. Get their information. Book them, you get paid with your deposit. Deposit gets you paid. And then you're going to dispatch it to a company who's waiting to go do the work. Let them do the work. They already want to do it. Right? I know nothing about website design, yet I'm going to be middlemaning for people who do website design. And my deposits there might be more, because websites could be $5 grand. I might take 10% of that and take a $500 deposit. So that's what I'm telling you. If you want to learn how to use your phone without doing any of the work and just book, deposit, and dispatch, then I'll teach you that in the middleman class. I want to be straight up with you. The class is 6 hours. It does take work. You're going to have to work. I'm going to give you some homework assignments. It's going to be fun. And then when you finish the class, I'm going to get in touch with you, and then we're going to continue to build your company, right? I want to know where you are. Well, hey, what city are you working in? Okay, gotcha. Let's work on your advertising so you can get your first customer, right? How did that go? All right, let's go. What do you need to work on? Let me see your promotional items. Let's fix that, change that, move that, go here. Hey, on that stuff, get rid of all that other information. All I need on your promotional is who, what, and how. Who are you, what you do, and how to reach you, right? Well, Shon, I don't know what to say or text to a customer if they reach out to me. Don't worry about that. I give you that. I give you templates. All you got to do is copy and paste the same message. That's it. Well, how do I get paid? You're going to solicit a deposit at the end of the text or call. Hey, there's a deposit that's due. Customer's going to pay it, money in your bank. Now you got an extra $150, and you probably text that information. Booked it on a text message, didn't even talk to the customer, got $150 in your account. If you do that 2 times a day, you got $300. You do it 3 times a day, you got $450. Be honest with you. God on the street. Yesterday, I made. It wasn't a great day. Wasn't a great day. In my first year, I made 77K. My goal this year is 300,000, 350,000. But just a heads up, just telling you the truth. Yesterday was not a great day for my moving service booking. Not a great day. So you're going to have some really good days and you're going to have some not so great days. But it's okay. You don't have to go anywhere to do any work, right? And so yesterday, all we did was $600. That's it. So it wasn't a great day because I've had days where it's 1,600. Those are better days. But 600, I didn't leave the house. I got to do things I wanted to do, hang out with my family, spend time, pick kids up from daycare, shoot ball, work out, whatever I want to do because I only need my phone to do it. And then after about 90 days or 6 months, I'm going to teach you how to hire a VA to do all the work. And now you don't have to do anything except check your bank account. That's it. It's that easy. Uber, Airbnb, Lyft, they already do this. Why aren't you doing it? That's the real question. So if you want to learn how to do it, I'll put a link in the first comment. That's going to be a discounted link. Otherwise, right now, because we're on live, middlemanceo.com, click join, go. Please, please, please take advantage of this. I'll be there with you. That's probably one of the best things my students tell me is, man, hey, I've taken a course and then I'm turned over. After I finish the course, I'm on my own and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. I've been through it step by step. I know how it feels to be left alone. I'm not going to do that to you. When you finish the course, complete the course, I'm going to be there with you. And I'm going to talk to you one-on-one and also sometimes in group trainings. And we're putting together a community where all you guys can communicate. But I'm going to be there with you and walk you through the process even more and say, hey, let's get this done. Let's get your customers calling you, booking with you. Let's get you paid ASAP. All right, guys, I got to go. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel. And I'll see you guys in the masterclass. Peace.